A week after the president's big announcement of student loan debt relief, there are still many questions unanswered.
We now know a little more about the process you'll have to go through before you get that forgiveness. Teacher 11's Frederick Price has been figuring it all out for us, and those all-important details, he breaks it down for us tonight. Frederick?
Yeah, really, and Faith, no matter who you ask, someone in some way is impacted by the Biden administration's plan to cancel some student loan debt. On one side, this comes as good news. On the other, not so much. Well, tonight, we hear from both sides and an update to the president's plan.
Derek Davis is a senior at UAPB. While graduation is still several months away, he's already preparing for a problem millions of Americans are already facing.
I had a brain scramble about how will I actually be able to pay those loans back.
In his announcement last week, President Biden says black students are more likely to take out larger loans. For Davis, that challenge hits home. His mom passed away his sophomore year of college. Loans, of course, a big way for him to pay for school.
If I wouldn't have to pay so much, or take out as many loans, I would be able to enjoy college more.
Already $23,000 in debt, he tells THV 11 he sees the loan forgiveness plan as good news.
Yeah, it takes off a lot of stress.
So what's next for Derek and the millions of others looking for that relief? The Department of Education has released new guidance on when borrowers can expect relief. November 15th is a date you'll want to remember. The federal student loan forgiveness application will be available by early October, and applicants must complete that process before November 15th to get relief before payments resume in January. While the news is hopeful for many.
When I got the official news, I was definitely jumping up and down. I was ecstatic.
Others like Nate Hobson aren't totally on board.
I definitely didn't think it was the right move on a macro level.
He graduated in 2017 with about $20,000 of student loan debt, but he isn't necessarily convinced loan forgiveness addresses a bigger issue.
If we really look down into it, it's just, tuition costs are just rising higher and higher.
The average cost of a four-year education has almost tripled, now at about $29,000 a year.
I understand those people who didn't go to college or they did pay off their student loans and they feel like that they're going to have to carry the burden.
So your best bet, according to the Department of Education, is to meet that November 15th deadline. Applications will be processed beyond that date, but loans will enter repayment before they are forgiven if you wait beyond the deadline. The final deadline is December 31st, 2023.